You are tuned in to Ryan Campbell, Soup to Nuts. Alright, Ryan back at it with a new episode for that. Alright, update. Just in case you didn't see the last video where we left off. We got most of the front end apart. AC condenser out, radiator out. Obviously the front bumper and radiator support and all that crap, and the fans, all that's out. So now, next step, I'm going to attack this intercooler piping. This piping here, which you can see is pretty tight. That's what she said. Actually, that's kind of what he said. I hope that's what he said. Sometimes you get a jar of mayonnaise, though. Am I right, folks? Gotta stay away from that. Alright, so we'll get this pipe out too. It's a bitch to get in there. So we'll start with that. Get that piping out. Get this radiator hoses off. That'll be quick and easy. This guy too. Then just slowly start chipping away at ripping things apart. Taking off vacuum hoses. Like this guy here. Take out anything that's connected. Disconnect the fuel wherever it's hooked in. I believe I have to take off the intake plenum because there's wires connected under there, obviously for the fuel rail, and knock sensor wire I believe is under there, so I'm gonna have to take that off. And then we'll just start chipping away. And, I'm not doing a full long day here. It's Sunday. I'm gonna put a few hours in and then go home, relax a little bit before I get charged up for the week. Be able to deal with whatever the week has in its agenda to throw at my. Alright, so we'll do some time lapse here, even though probably won't see too much action because it's just little stuff being disconnected. It's nothing major. So, but we'll see how it turns out, and we'll do a little recap before I'm out of here. So, all right, let's get cracking. All right. Alright, update. We got the intercooler pipes out. This is, where two of them were, right here. And this is where the other one was coming up. And this is kind of where the other one's coming down. So, as you can, see if you can see it here. It's kind of hard to see, but in the green and the red I put some microfiber towels just to plug the holes for the turbo, so just know that's where the intake and the charge pipes go on the turbo. And here you can see about half of the turbo. You can see the Garrett. You can see half the turbo. That's where the intake is on the turbo, and where charge is down here where you see that blue rag there. I plugged up the holes just so nothing falls in and ends up causing a problem later. So where we're at, got this ground disconnected here, the ground went right here, that ground right here, disconnected that, pulled the battery out. So what I'm going to do is take the wiring harness basically out of the car rather than disconnecting each individual plug all around the engine. Figure this will be a lot easier. Last time I did it the other way, I took each individual plug out and it took forever. So I just figured, let me take a look at this and give it a shot. And it seemed to work pretty well. So basically, main harness connects here, there's 2 push pin disconnects. Come on, light. See the one right here and one right here. Basically, there's a little. You can't really get in there, but you can almost, yeah, you can see it right here. There's a little hole, and you can see this one as well. But there's a little hole here. Same thing. Basically, just stick a screwdriver into the hole here, and it unlatches this. You can pull this up. Tip: take the battery out. I tried to start doing it with the battery in the place. I was going to end up busting it, so it's worth taking the 2-3 minutes, whatever it is, to get the battery out of the way, because it's kind of at a downwards angle and it hits into the battery. So then these 3 plugs here, just lay it out of the way. Then there's these 3 plugs right here, disconnect, regular, push to disconnect plugs, disconnect these. Then inside of the car, I already disconnected it, but this ECU, this guy here, I'm holding it the wrong way. Basically, like, those kind of like up and in here. This is the passenger side. So you see door, speakers, so you can kind of see where it is, and kind of up under the dash here. So basically just disconnect. This goes into the ECU. Basically, they're just pretty cool. If I can get you to see it. Alright, so there's this lever thing here. So basically you just pull a lever up and it disconnects the harness out of the ECU. It's kind of like a lever. You can kind of see it moving in and out. Basically clamps the wire harness into the ECU. Pretty cool. And this, chassis holder stuff, similar concept. This kind of went up here and just plugged into it. Similar concept. It's not as good, but it's somewhere it goes up and down. It's just a pain to do with one hand. So disconnect all that stuff. I have to take the ECU out anyway to bring, when I put the engine in the other car, to the tuner, to Vinny 10. So that way he can try to hopefully get the software off of it. And get the software off of it and transfer it to the other one. I got the Osiris uprev on it, so I don't have the, if you're familiar with it, I don't have the ARC license yet, so hopefully they could get, all the software off that ECU to put on the other one, and then just get the upgrade software bundle, whatever the hell it's called. That way it's a lot cheaper. Otherwise, it's whatever, $600-700, whatever the hell it is nowadays. I haven't priced it out recently, but every dollar saved helps. So, so I'm gonna, just pull that wire harness through. I got a disconnect. You can see down here. Disconnect the fuel. So let's see if we can get better lighting. So, the tip of my flashlight is the passenger side fuel rail hose, and that's the driver's side. So we can disconnect it right here, and then there's a little splitter for the feed. Kind of see it. Yeah, so. There we go. The lower blue and red fitting there. You can kind of see it goes into the black. There's basically a splitter, a 2 and a 1, or a 1 and a 2 really. So the left is the feed coming from the fuel pump, from the fuel line, from the tank, and the 2 going out is going into the fuel rail. So, and then obviously the 2 coming back out is the return. Or am I wrong about that? I don't know. Which one's the feed? Which one's the return? I'll figure it out later. But basically, I have to rip all that apart to figure out which one's the feed, which one's the return. I think I had that back. I think I had it backwards. I think the return is the 2-into-1, and the feed is the the top ones. So gotta rip that out. Shouldn't take too long. As you can see, it's kind of hard to get in there and do video. So I'll just do that off camera. Rip the rest of this guy out. Disconnect that, and then probably disconnect the shifter. And I already have the exhaust out. And probably call it a day at that point. Yeah, I'll probably call it. I don't want to get in, you know, once you start disconnecting mounts and all that and lifting it up, hooking up the hoist or whatever, you're kind of a little bit committed at that point. I just want to kind of do that all in one shot. So that should be maybe one night this week. I might do that. We'll see how it goes. You know, see what I get some more time away from regular work. So, and then we'll take it from there. All right, still looking for a Nismo bumper. Trying to avoid buying brand new from the dealer, but who knows? All right, so I'll give you an update once I'm done for the day, and I'll keep you posted. Let you know what's happening over here on this side of town. Oh, what a sexy man, sexy guy. Wow, ladies love me. They do. All right, just kidding. All right, I'll see you in a bit. Bye. I don't know, bye. Like, this is just going to flow right in the video. It's just going to keep flowing. There's just no break up here. It's no pause in action. This is going to go right into my next clip. There's, you know, that's kind of how it gets edited. Like, you know, you're not going to wait however long it takes me to do these few things. You're just going to keep watching. I hope you keep watching. That'd be kind of nice of you. Please watch. All right. All right, we are done for the day. I got the intercooled piping laid out here, so you guys could see what we're dealing with. So, obviously, intake pipe to the turbo, charge pipe from the turbo to the intercooler, which, you know, clearly isn't here. And then this is the pipe that goes from the blow-off valve there. Pipe that goes from the intercooler to the throttle body there. Then this side, this is the intake, or what's left of it. You know, looks like an aggressive animal got at it. Ew, little needs to be shot. Put on a plate. Plate him. So intake to the turbo, and then here from turbo here to intercooler, which is now a boot. I put my foot up your ass. I'll keep you cool, all right? Keep your mouth shut. You know what's best for you. So piece that we need new pieces of is this is the pipe to the intake. You see, really got dinged up. Got a little digger there. A little crush action. Hopefully the blow-off valve itself is okay. A little pressed in there. A little profile, huh? A inverted nipple. So I'm gonna get that made. This pipe, dent there. It's not horrible, but the bad part, another dent here. There are two dents actually. Looks like that same animal. I'll probably shoot that up. Try to go after this thing. A little aggressive little bastard. Obviously, this got bent pretty bad. So, let's see if we can see. Maybe the other side shows a little bit better. Yeah, a little bit. It bent pretty bad. So, we'll get a new one of that. And this one isn't quite as bad, but still need a new one. Got a little, I don't know if you can tell in the video as much as it's not really round, it's a little ovalish now. And then this got little a little torqued. And all torqued up. And you can see a little bit, it's a little screwed up. So it's one new pipe. Actually, yeah, 2 new pipe. And it's actually 3 pieces. So I mean, well, 1 piece, 2 piece, 3 piece, and 4 piece. So I gotta take them to. I gotta take them over to my buddies at Dynamic Performance in Hillsborough, New Jersey. Rolando and Alan, get them to weld up some new pipes for me, and hopefully that'll go smooth and have no issues there. So, trying to minimize issues in my life. Been there, done that. So that's it for today. We are going to be back at it. I'll figure out one night this week maybe, or depending on how my week plays out. Sometimes I get really busy with work and get exhausted. So I don't know what my schedule's going to be yet, and every week's different for me. So we'll take it as it comes. Hopefully maybe one night this week. If not, worst case scenario, next weekend, get the engine out of here and get this girl out of here. Get out of the garage to pull the other one. I might also be doing a little online hunting for that bumper I keep telling you guys about. So I'm hoping that we find that little girl. Put a little face mask, a little mascara on her, Alright, so I am out for tonight. So I'm going to try a new outro here. Something that me and my friends say a lot to each other when they're parting ways, so to speak. Alright, so I'll see you guys next time. Drive fast, take chances.